Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I saw a Facebook post this morning, and it was kind of scary. A lot of times, people will put a post in Facebook asking for advice for things, and a lot of times, you wonder if they're doing it because they're trying to get a reaction, or if they're doing it because they really want to get help. The problem is, when you get people on Facebook, they can give you ideas that may not be the best of ideas. And some people, of course, will clown you on them. So I saw a post in our old house, and a person was going through and they were uncovering a chimney and they're asking people what to do. And some of the range of things that you heard from it were actually shocking and possibly damaging. So this is, believe it or not, this is the original back wall of a 205-year-old house. Now, this house back in the 1880s, they put the addition on that we're in now onto the house, and they had plastered over the brick. Well, the plaster over the years has started getting loose, so we ended up taking basically a hammer and a brick chisel and scraping it out and just cleaning it up with a wire brush. It's literally all you want to do. Some of the comments that I was reading in there, they were saying, "Oh, you need to clean it up. You need to seal it, or clean it with vinegar or muriatic acid." Don't listen to those people. Muriatic acid with the lime will have a chemical reaction, and it will destroy it. Even vinegar is another acid that will destroy the mortar and things in these things. What you really just wanted, and the same thing about a sealer. The sealers, unfortunately, this brick is a living and breathing thing. This brick being old and handmade, it's a softer brick. It needs to actually breathe. And the same thing with the lime. The problem becomes is if you seal this off, it is not able to breathe from one side to the other and it'll do more damage. So the best thing to do is clean it off with a scrub brush, a little soap and water, and if you want to, you could try and power wash if it's outside to clean it up. And where you need to, I ended up having to point up the bricks up here in a couple of places, and over here you'll see actually a piece of wood that's in there. Point those places up in there, but just leave that natural beauty of those. And we have brick throughout our house. The funny thing is how people were saying that the brick, you won't be able to resell it. Cover it back up with plaster or joint compound. It's like joint compound. The brick itself, this old brick is incredibly beautiful. And in fact, what we've done throughout the house, from the sides that have the additions, we've gone through and we have left the brick exposed. And there's nothing more beautiful than this original brick. Now, originally this was a window, and because they took the window out and they put the addition on it, when they did the brickwork up here, they weren't worried about how it looked, and so they ended up plastering over it. So they just said, it doesn't matter, we're going to plaster over it. But this was originally a window. But that's part of the history and the look of it. I actually love it and think that that's incredible. We've had to go through and point up the bricks at a couple places where you'll see the lime mortar is a little bit lighter than the rest. But other than that, that's all you really want to do with this old brick. The character in here, these are the chunks of lime, because we believe that this might have been clamshell mortar, where they take actually the clamshells and they cook them, and it turns, when they pour the water on it, it literally turns to dust. So you can see the bigger chunks and things that are in there. To me, I wouldn't want to change that. So leave your brick alone. Leave it alone! Leave it alone! That is beautiful and a great look. Peace.